Are you sure you want to start recording? Yes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Flying with Angels. With us, today is Cathie's Cat Day, and if anybody who wants to pop in can pop in and join in the chat. So grab yourself a cup of tea and come and join us for some fun. We've got my other host here, Rihanna George, a really dear friends of Cathie's Distant Echoes. We've got Lizzie Starr, Simon Swain, Cynthia Kitely Lee, and Mary Gates. And thank you very much, everybody, for coming. I am now going to bring up a picture of Cathie, and she's always with us, and she loves the fun, and she loves children and their energy, and anything to do like that. I was quite pleased this week. A couple of days ago, or it might even have been yesterday, because I'm in now time most of the time, somebody, a psychic medium lady I know, put up a post of different meteor things that were going to happen in 2018. And at the bottom, it was done by a Cathie, and it had Cathie loves stars. And our Cathie Bradshaw, she loved looking up at the stars and the meteors, and especially when they were a meteor shower. And I just thought it was like a message from her, so I shared it around everybody into Cathie's Distant Echoes. I'd like you all to join us in what we call a blessing, which is the Lord's Prayer translated from Aramaic into English, which Rihanna's now going to read for you.
Yes, hello everybody. This is quite special to Lynn's and I's, to Cathie, and to Nick. Nick brought it forward a few years ago. I know that there's lots of different translations, but this one, guys, is for the Nazareans, and it speaks to everyone. So here we go. O thou from whom the breath of life comes, who fills all realms with sound, light, and vibration. May your light be experienced in our utmost holiest. Your heavenly domain approaches. Let your will come true in the universe. Give us wisdom for all our daily needs, and detach from us that which keeps us from our true purpose. Let us not be lost in those superficial things. From you comes the all-working will, the lively strength to act, the song that beautifies all and renews itself from age to age, sealed in trust, faith, gratitude, truth, and love. As it is spoken, so it is. Amen. I will add this. I found this on social media, and it just speaks volumes to me, and it's lovely to add at the bottom. It's a reminder to you all that you are a beautiful, magnificent, multi-dimensional being whose sole purpose is to expand into love and be love, as it is who you are. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Rihanna. And if anybody would like a reading today, the call-in number is 631 353 4342 and enter 70017 to speak to the host, who is me, under Cathie's Distant Echoes. I'm your one of your hosts, Lindsay Harrison. The other host is Rihanna George, and together we are flying with angels, and everybody who comes here is flying with the angels. So, if is there anything you would like to add, Rihanna?
Not really. That's such a joy and a pleasure to be here and share with everyone the angels and spirit, because it doesn't matter the modality or the religion or the faith or the lack of. This is an open space for all who is open to receive, because everything that we do is about healing and our gift to give to others. Thank you very much for joining us all.
Yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? What I'd like to do, actually, while we're all here, is I've muted everybody because I was getting feedback. But if I unmute everybody, if I unmute one at a time, you can all introduce yourself, can't you? Put your thumbs up if you're okay with that. Cynthia, put your thumbs up. That's it. Right, I couldn't see you because the little microphone thing is there. Right, first here we have our wonderful Simon. Hello, Simon. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thanks. Tired as usual.
Yeah, well, it's the weather and energies don't help, do they? But would you
No.
like to tell people what you do, Simon?
Well, at the moment, I'm concentrating on art and in the process of applying to get back into college, hopefully with a view to try for university again after that, because the last couple of times my math has let me down. But that at the moment is what I'm working towards.
Oh, well, that's
And
good. I must say we
attending.
enjoy your paintings. Sorry, Simon,
Thanks.
we enjoy your paintings.
Yeah, and attending the Mediumship Development Circle on Mondays, and well, it's usually Mondays, but next week it will be Tuesday. I've been doing that since 2014.
Would you like to tell us a bit about one of your guides that comes from Atlantis?
My healing guide the priestess comes from Atlantis. Yes, I met her during meditation, weirdly enough, at the pyramids, because, well, they did build them, or at least played a part in it. They did, as far as I'm told, they did build the pyramids.
Did they? Oh,
Yeah,
that's interesting, Simon.
she is nothing if not blunt.
Blunt.
Blunt, yes. Never indulge idiots, I was advised on one occasion.
Yeah.
Useful
But then
advice.
some of your guides in spirit are like that. They want you to take notice of what they say. And
Oh,
I'm going to
definitely.
bring Lizzie on for this now. And Lizzie, I'm just unmuting you. What do you think about? Oh, you're not. Right, Lizzie, I'm unmuting you. I don't know why. Unmute Lizzie. Yeah, there we are, Lizzie.
There you go.
What have you got to say to Simon about that? If his guide is
Oh,
being a bit strict with him, a bit blunt.
well, I really do believe the guys, and they guide you. So, sometimes we need a push, or sometimes we need a little bit more of a, come on, this is the way you go, and don't dilly-dally on me, sort of. And, if I can help you in that way and push you a little harder, then I'm going to. And if it has to be blunt, then that's the way it's going to work, and it's going to bring the best out of you, then, hey,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'll bring Mary in on this as well. Hiya, Mary. Now, Mary works with a lot of the archangels and is a crystal healer and an angel and an archangel. She's an angel advocate and she does healing with the angels and crystals. And how do you get on with your guides, Mary?
Recently, let's see, I have a new guide now. He's a Native American, and I've been doing a little bit of research in our area. And where I live in this canyon is a very spiritual area for the Chumash Native Americans that lived in this area. So it seems like he's contacted me and he's helping me with the healing that I'm doing. As it's more of it's changed a little bit because what I do first is cleanse people's auras and clear it. So then I place the crystals on so they receive Mother Earth's healing energy and also the divine healing energy. So they kind of get a double whammy of healing energy.
Oh, that sounds really good, doesn't it? And I like the connection with the American guide that is on the land where you're living.
Yes.
Now.
Pardon me?
Sorry, I'm going to bring Cynthia on now.
Okay.
Cynthia, how do you get on with your guides?
Well, there's a whole bunch of them, and I've got extraterrestrials, ascended masters, archangels. It's just a whole big out. But we have a good time. I get most of my guidance from what some people call automatic writing, and I just plug in. I get to a certain level of relaxation. I get a lot of flow and information. Sometimes I get direct, and then as Lindsay knows, sometimes I get signs in the sky. So. But they're a fun bunch.
They're
we have a good time.
Yeah. Right, and Rihanna, what would you say about your guides?
Oh, I just feel so blessed. I've always had Archangel Michael with me, but as also Creator Divine, who has filled my life and moving it on in leaps and bounds. Not only the confidence that it brings, but they're also with me when I give the Reiki energy, and the abilities. When I'm doing it, it's like Cynthia, our whole collective comes on board, and it's not about me. It's for the client, and/or when I'm doing reading, something will come through. As it's like it's an energy connection, but it's also a soul divine connection to the person that has come to receive. So it's quite powerful. There is other things coming through, which in divine time is all being accepted and trusted by my people. And when it's ready to unfold, as it should, it will do so. It's quite powerful. So I'm well blessed. That's about it, really.
Right, see you later, guys. Not me. I'm not going from the show. It's just my grandchildren and my daughter's going. So bye. She says bye. It's like the sound of music here, isn't it? I could have gotten to do a song, couldn't I? Bye. Take the dog out with you, please.
Right. Tell us about your guides now then, darling. We've all had a go.
Oh, my guides are fantastic.
Yes, I know.
My guides are very divine guides, and I also have a unicorn guide and a dolphin guide. My dolphin guide is called Kai. My unicorn guide is Melody, and Jenny's having a problem out there with the dog and the kids, which is great. Casper wants to have the shoes. Right. Anyway, going back to my guides, I work with the angels and the masters.
But I mustn't forget my very powerful white wolf, which you shared an experience from me, but I didn't say anything. You know, when my white wolf he is called Spirit, and he works with me.
I think Cynthia is connected to wolves as well. Cynthia's connected to wolves as well, aren't you, Cynthia? Unmute Cynthia.
Why's that?
Are you?
What was
You're connected. You're connected to. You're connected to wolves, aren't you?
wolves? Yes.
Yeah, you're connected
Yes.
to wolves as well.
Owls.
Yes.
Wolves and owls.
The wolf is known as a spiritual teacher in the American Indian tradition.
Yes.
Did you know that, Rihanna?
Yes, because our experience, if you don't mind me sharing, was quite awesome when you first appeared. You know, when you are, you're obviously born to do this work, and the process goes on, and you don't always recognise what's going on, although these things are actually coming into play. Well, Ian and I, as you know, I worked in entertainment, and we also went out to visit other people. And this was once when I don't think we hadn't done a vocal giggle with Becky. This was another evening, and Ian and I had been out, and we were coming back early hours of the morning. It's pitch black, and we go down a lane at the side that runs at the side of the airport to get back onto the A370 to head on home. And either side, when you hit nearer the A370, either side are woodlands, just huge woodlands. And as we hit the woodlands, just before we hit the woodlands, we were like in an open space just before we hit the woodland. Even Ian saw us. I mean, he's quite a logical guy. He's not really, he supports me, but we're all on our path for a reason. And this beautiful white wolf, the image came straight up to the windscreen, and we were both up like that. And the growth, after that visit, the growth has been incredible. The white wolf has been extremely supportive and guided. I got a beautiful picture, which I haven't got on display at the moment because it's packed ready for the next day, that I take to all the fairs, and it's 3D, and everybody comments on him. I also have the beautiful unicorn stand, as well as you know, a little a busk, and a couple of angels go with me. And I mean, it's lovely because the children that are coming round are fascinated. So it brings an awful lot of joy to me to work with these guys. They're a blessing, and every time the wolf appears to people, not only does my spirit, does he heal, but he also helps people to grow into the space where they need to be at that given time. Yes. There you go. That's about it, really. That's the story.
Beautiful.
I've just written in the chat room, because it is interested about the wolves and the animal totem things. But I've just put in the chat room who wants to speak next. Is there any of you that want to get something over to our listeners today? And it may be that somebody that listens and watches the archives might need to hear something you want to say. So has anybody got an urge? Has anybody got an urge to share something? Have you, Lizzie?
I don't know about sharing stuff, but I'm just picking up on stuff. So I'm writing stuff down. So I'm just observing right now. So everybody seems very interesting to me, and it's like, I don't know. It's like there's a beautiful aura, a beautiful vibration. Oh, here we go. Recording. Okay.
Yeah, I am on. You'll come back on.
Okay.
You've knocked your camera out, Lizzie, but that's probably one of your guides.
Yeah.
They love to mess around with your controls on here.
Absolutely.
So before I go any further, I'd just like to say read the Flying with Angels angel card readings disclaimer. And it says readings on this show are for entertainment purposes only and does not replace the advice from medical, legal or financial services. Whilst we endeavour to assist you, readings are not set in stone. Future events may be affected by your own actions or lack of actions and your own free will. The opinions of others in the chat room do not necessarily reflect the view of the host of the show. We reserve the right to remove a person from the chat room due to inappropriate behaviour. We simply ask that you be kind to one another, discuss things pertaining to the show, and enjoy the show. You are welcome to post your own links in the chat room for the benefit of everyone. And that's written by me, Lindsay Harrison, host and founder of Flying with Angels. Now, has Lizzie gone away? We will now zone in, and we will. No, Lizzie hasn't gone away, but somehow she's lost her camera. We're used to Lizzie. She'll be back in on the camera in a minute when she remembers how to do it, won't you, Lizzie?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She's
It's
on
like,
the phone though. Okay, yeah, she is.
I'm fine.
She's not on the phone. She's in the chat room like you are, Cynthia. I don't know, Cynthia, are you on the phone or you're in the chat room, aren't you? Yeah, so that's good.
I have an Apple iMac computer, and I'm not using headphones. But you can hear me,
good.
can't you?
Yeah, we can hear you. That's
You can
good.
hear
I
me.
think there is a gap of so many seconds in between my audio and your audio, because we get that sometimes because you're in America. Cynthia, everyone is in Mississippi. Mary is in Santa Barbara.
Southern California. Mm-hmm.
Southern California. Brianna
and I'm Southern Mississippi.
and Simon, we're in England. And Lizzie's in England. We're not quite sure where she is. She's up actually where she is at the moment. She's in one of the cities of light that have been built. She's just flown down just to see. That's why she's an apparition, really, isn't she? So, yes. Who would like to say a little bit about themselves? There's Cathie and her doggies. Cathie loves dogs, and she used to like her son's dogs, and sometimes she goes and visits her son and his partner and plays with the dogs. And it's nice because they told me this. They always know when Cathie is visiting because the dogs are all playful. So, yeah, Cynthia, would you like to say anything about Mystical Order of the White Rose?
Well, I got to run in a few minutes. Let me put the website here.
So if you've got to run in a minute, I don't know if Lizzie will give you a reading because she couldn't do it last time. But the link for the Mystical Order of the White Rose, which Cynthia started up, and it's a group for.
Started in 2008.
2008.
And under intuitive guidance, and it's a spiritual community, and it's also a non-monastic order.
A non-monastic order, and it's a
non-physical monastic order.
Non-physical. You're breaking up a bit, Cynthia. Okay. So that's why I repeated it. So, Lizzie, would you be happy to talk to Cynthia? Hang on, I've got to unmute this. Hello, Lizzie?
Yeah.
Are you back to your city of light?
Oh, there I can see you now, Lucy.
Yeah. Are you back from your city of light? We can't hear you, Lizzie. Can you say something? Lizzie, we can hear you, but we can't see you. And you're back again. Oh, I know. Let me unmute you because you've muted yourself. There we go. You're unmuted now, Lizzie. Say something. Okay. Are you saying anything?
Yes.
Right. I'm going to mute everybody else so that Lizzie can chat, and I'll just keep an eye on it Okay. Off you go then, ladies. You can talk now. Cynthia, can you say something?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Lizzie, can you hear me? I don't think Lizzie hasn't got her microphone on. Lizzie, you need to put your microphone on. The top of the chat room. Oh, there's a set of headphones. That's your microphone, and you need to click on it. How are you doing now? Right. Okay, let's unmute. Lizzie,
Yes.
can you say something?
I'm saying something. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Cynthia, can you hear Lizzie? Right, I'll leave it like that so you can read him because Cynthia's got to go. Okay?
Okay.
Right,
so,
over to you, Lizzie.
Okay. Hi, Cynthia.
Hello.
Hi, Cynthia. As I was tuning into your energy field,
You've gone again, Lizzie. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Lizzie, you'll have to say that again. You muted yourself.
I never touched the thing. You know, the spirit's been like this for a week right now. Can
excited.
Yeah. Can Cynthia hear me?
Yes, she can hear you.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, as I was tuning into your energy field here, as I was writing
Wait a minute. Right, I'm going to call Archangel Michael. Dear Archangel Michael, please help us with this communication problem we got of Lizzie's mic keeps being turned off.
Start sharing your webcam. I did that, right? Can you see me or no?
No, we can't see you, but we can hear you.
Can I? Oh, now you're coming back on.
Oh, yeah. Say something. Say something. Lizzie, say something. Lizzie, say something.
Okay.
Oh, we're not getting your sound, Lizzie.
That's all right, dear. I do need to run and appreciate the effort. Anything that Lizzie can share later, let me know. But I need to leave for my concert and engagement.
We'll have a wonderful time. It's nice you're going to a concert. And thank you so much for joining us, Cynthia. We will make this a lot easier. Everybody's open now. We will make this a lot easier as it goes on, Cynthia. But it's good to see you. Yeah, she didn't come off before because she never had clothes on, you see.
Bye, Cynthia.
And it was such a joy to see your children, your grandchildren. I'm
glad you enjoyed
them. They just made my day instantly. Just make me smile. A huge smile on my face the whole time they were there.
That was a gift from Mother Mary because I'd asked her for help with the show, and we need some uplifting energy. But obviously, I think all of you needed the uplifting energy of the children as well. And I didn't know Jenny was coming over, and she just phoned and said, "I'm popping in." So that went quite well, didn't it?
So love to everybody, love and light.
Yeah.
And cheery bye.
And then we'll
tip or something.
I see Lizzie's back. Lizzie, are you back?
Yes.
Anyway, I'm
good.
Off.
Cynthia's got to go.
Love to everybody. Kisses.
Bye. Have a wonderful time. Cynthia, turn your camera off. You need to switch your computer off now. All right?
Yeah.
Linz, can you hear me?
Yeah, give the lady to give me her number. I have this problem for a week. I'll call her. I don't know if Cynthia's gone now, but I can message her with that, Lizzie,
Okay.
and she'll see it on a message. She's going out with a friend that she's not seen for yonks.
I have too much energy this end. I've got so much spirit with me and so much I need to get out there. But it's like, I had it yesterday. I called the lady 10 times and the spirit wouldn't let me through until I said to her mum, please let the lions be free. We need to talk. But her mum was overexcited, so we got the call after that anyway.
Oh, so you have that problem then?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So much energy. And for this lady here, this Mary, oh my God, there's so much around her. It's like, you know, the energy.
Have you not met Mary?
Oh, the energy is flowing so big around her. She's got so much going on and so much to do. And the spirit world are excited. They're really excited about what's coming up for her, you know, and it's like, whoa, you know, you need to put the brakes on a little because it's going to really take off. I think there's some new projects around you. And you're expanding and they're saying fly, you know, spread your wings and fly. And I think this year's going to be really busy, but look out for next year. That's going to be a whopper, they say. It's as if I have a father figure telling me all this. Did your father pass over?
No, but I know who, this is my grandpa, and he was highly psychic, so
Okay. It's like he's saying, I'm still a dad. Okay, so anyway, he's a father before he was a grandpa. Okay. But
right.
He's a character. He's a nice energy.
Oh, yeah, he is a character.
Yeah, and he's coming through to tell you, you know, we're very proud of you over here, and there's a lot of stuff happening. But I see, besides the crystals, I'm seeing an awful lot of rainbows and colour. And colour's a big thing around you. And the colour's working through you and around you. It's really big. But there's some new adventures, he's telling me. And you're travelling. Are you going on a trip somewhere?
Well, it's when my husband retires, we're going to sell our house and get an RV and go all over the United States and Canada.
Absolutely. And that's coming. It's like, it's really big for you. It's coming.
It's really big.
Yeah. And you're going to see places. You know, you're going to teach or speak or something. But it's a spirit world happen for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, I've been wanting, I mean, yeah, that's sort of a dream of mine, is to be able to give workshops and lectures.
Well, you better be ready for your dream job. It's ready to blast. It's like the energy is just so beautiful around you, and there's lots of children in the spirit world around you too. Is it, you know, they're trying to too. You know what I mean? But
thank you.
You know the name of John?
I'm sorry, pardon?
Would you know the name of Jonathan?
Oh, Jonathan? Do I know a Jonathan?
Yes.
My nephew, he's just graduating from medical school.
They're very proud of him over in this world. They're very proud of him.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, they're following his progress too. He seems to be spiritual in a big way. He may not show it all the time, but I think he understands it.
Oh, okay.
And is there a Catherine or Katie? Catherine?
Let's see. Oh, that's my great grandmother, and I apparently look like her.
Yeah, you do. That's coming through for you. And also, your grandmother, Catherine, is she a different nationality to just being American?
She's let's see. She's partly Native American and Hispanic.
Right. She's shown two sort of entities here. But I want to take you to Europe too. She's taking you to Europe for something. This is a longer journey that's coming up for you.
Oh, okay. I'm headed to Europe. Sounds good to me. I'll visit you, Linz and Rihanna.
Yeah. Ooh. And Lizzie and Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gathering of the clan.
That could very well be because, let's see, she also had, there's Scottish ancestry on her side of the family too.
Did you hear that, Lizzie? Oh, Lizzie, you've gone again. So I don't know if you can hear me. You've got your camera on, but you've got... Hang on.
She's got mute button.
I've unmuted you now. So...
Can you hear me? Dennis, can you see me or him?
I can see you now and I can hear you now, but you did go off camera and off speaker for a while.
I've got so many spirits here, that's why somebody's just bursting.
Mary Gates, Mary is saying that she loves the reading.
Thank you very much.
Let me know about the journey, Mary, because it's going to blow your mind.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much. I'll let you know.
Mary, do you have any cards with you?
Do I have any cards with me? Myself? Yes, I do. I have Audacious Action Angels and I have the Crystal Angels.
Well, would you like to pick one for Lizzie?
Oh, sure.
Because we like to treat Lizzie. Lizzie needs to unwind and have a treat, doesn't she, Rihanna? And she needs to have a spiritual retreat so she can have it with us.
What I'm getting is, Lizzie, is that I'm to use my Audacious Action Angel cards. They're a little assertive and they kind of like can kick butt, and they want me to do a reading for you. Okay, I hope you don't. That's what I'm getting. Anyway, must be one of your guides is a very strong energy. So she wants me to pull a couple of fun cards for you. Okay, let's see here. Okay, one sticking up here. Oh, this is a good one. House of Mirrors. House of Mirrors.
Right.
Okay, and so what this is when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see? Do you tell me what you see in the mirror when you look at yourself?
When I look in the mirror and look at myself, I really see myself. I see someone different. It's like a light. Say like a light.
Okay, and do you see? I'm also getting that you're kind of a shapeshifter. That when you look in the mirror, you can see different faces of yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
And do you see? Is there one that you see very a lot, but your hair color is different?
Yes.
Does she have red hair?
Yes.
Okay, because that's one of your guides.
Yes.
Let's see, what I'm getting is, do you have Irish ancestry?
That's twice on that today. I think so, yes.
Okay, because isn't there a Bridget in the Irish ancestry as a goddess?
Yes, there is.
Okay, apparently that's like, you're a reincarnation of her.
Yes, absolutely.
So you have a lot of fairies and unicorns and dragons around you.
Wow, that's all I've got to say is wow.
I know, I'm kind of blown away myself. Okay, so I'm to pull another card for you, and it's called Direct Dial to the Archangels.
Yes.
Okay, and so they just want to remind you that, like, hello, like when it's really interesting because your electronics, they're always going on and off, right?
Yeah.
And do you know why?
Well, they're always here and they want to talk and they're always excited, the energy out. I walked into a TV studios in America once and I had to go out because all the TV came, woo!
And so those are your archangels. They're just going, Lizzie, we're here. So that's why they're just letting you know. Whenever you walk anywhere, you hold your phone, or you walk by a computer. The computer usually is going to go bzzz and go off, or it's going to go on.
Yes, definitely does, because it's like I always have stayed the course today. my kids going off and I like to play and I like to. I mean, I could read for you, Nanny, all day long. I've got so much energy for you. I've got so many people, ringing the bell. Will you see her again? Please tell her this. Please tell her this. And it's as if you're like a book, and I could open and read for you all night. You know what I mean? And it's like so many people waiting to just say things to you, and I'm thinking, okay, you're going to cut me off. I know you are, and that gets me aggravated. Mary, I will read for you. Like I will read the lady if we can get to her. So so many things going on for her, and it's really. But I am back in very soon too. I'd like to meet you because I'm doing some conventions next year, and I'm doing people who really don't get to the big top. People who've got beautiful gifts that they don't get the openings, the opportunity to know what they can do to be appears for the big guys. So I'm putting conventions on for all of those who are really good at what they do, but an opportunity to show it. So I need you when I get back.
And I'm also getting a message for you, Lizzie. Do you do anything with crystals? Crystals?
I make this one.
Okay, is that a blue stone?
Yes, it's a blue crystal, and I work with spirit with healing. So the blue are the boys' job, and then I do red for the blood. If I see red, I know there's a problem. If I see blue, I know I can heal you. If I see green, there's a can. I work with the crystals that way.
Oh, good. Because there's one crystal that I'm getting that you should carry with for yourself. It's a white stone with some black in it, and it's a howlite. Are you familiar with the howlite?
Yeah, I've got howlites. I've made it with howlites.
Carry it with you, because what that's going to do, because you have so much energy around you, that it kind of like I'm getting it calms you down, but not that you're way out in outer space, but in other words, when you're meeting with some people that are maybe not quite as high vibrating, it's like, okay, the magnetic there is just like, okay, it's off the chart. So when you carry the howlite, these people that you can do readings for or do healings for, they'll be able to hear you, because right now they can't. Does that make any sense?
Yes. I do an awful lot of healing. I have cured, not me, cured a lot of cancer. That's a beautiful healing for people. But when I do healing, the energy is absolutely to what I am when I'm reading. I have an energy like no other. I never stop. And the message flow and flow and flow and flow. Spirit down, people who I'm reading for don't want to go. So I have a problem.
Well, no, actually, it's not a problem. It's actually a very beautiful gift that you have. It's just that some people that aren't quite there yet, they don't know quite how to communicate with you.
Yeah.
So having that howlite kind of is that bridge between you and them, so they can hear you and receive the knowledge and the healing that you are to give them.
Right. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
It's my pleasure to meet
you too. Conversation. May I bring Rihanna in now? Can I bring Rihanna in? Hello, Lizzie. Rihanna, you're unmuted.
Hello.
I've unmuted you, Rihanna.
Hello, Lizzie.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Hope you don't mind. I just thought it would bring everybody together.
Have you got anything for me? If you'd like to give me a reading, I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Okay, I want to talk to you about your daughter. I think there's something coming for her, something that's going to sort of lift her, if you will, and opportunity that you have. Do you know anything about that?
No, I just know at the moment, this weekend, she told me a couple of days ago that she's leaving the cafe because she's been working in the cafe in Ridgewood, and she's got a job in another bar. But this man that she's got a job for, the bar's in Western. I think she's only been doing 4 shifts at the moment, but he owns several pubs and bars and eating places, so he's quite an entrepreneur in the fact that he's got his fingers in many pies. So,
Right.
and I know
So
that she loves doing that, so I think she'll be, I'd like to think she could pick up with her music, but we'll see. That's
what I want.
As long as she's happy.
That's why they're moving her now. That's why the Spirit World's moving her on. I didn't want to say her to do that sort of work, but she's going to do music. It's like the opening in that music entertainment world for her. But why they've moved her is there's more connections where she's going to go. There's more people to meet, and the right people will be that space at the right, obviously. But there is an opening for her project, and this is why the Spirit World's bringing this into you. And do you know George?
It's funny you should say that. This has happened before in the past, Lizzie, where it's been explained to me that he's an ancestor, and I don't. On my dad's side of the family, a few years ago, he came to the bed of my great aunt, who was my dad's cousin, who was really the last direct living relative of my dad, and she passed before she passed, and she was 100 years old. And this George, they gave me a vision of George being round her hospital bed and stroking her head, knowing that she wanted to go home, or she actually went back to the lady's place that was looking after her, and within a couple of days she passed. So I remember George has got something, but I've tried with another friend who's now in spirit, with Lynn's. We all tried to find out who this George was, but when I speak to family on my mother's side, the book is shut. In other words, I don't get any further information.
Yeah, so, I'm just hearing you. You don't need to. It's like it's George, and that's it. But
yes.
I'm up on London, but I don't know it's for Mary. But I keep having the spot of London. Is it why the Mary? Something to do with a family member, either you or Mary? There's something to do with
breaking up a bit. Have you got headphones on?
No. It's this. It'll probably go off again. Yeah.
Mary is in spirit, and she's lovely. She passed when she was 100 years old. Wonderful soul. Very she was very eccentric in a lot of ways, but really beautiful. Yes, a Catholic. she was.
Yeah. Rihanna, hang on 1 second. Linz, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you ask Mary if there's any relatives to her that would know anyone of royalty? Like, I keep getting the London Tower, and I just want to know where I am. A history book. Yeah.
Ask Rihanna or ask Mary?
Ask Mary if there's any.
Mary.
Yeah.
Oh, me or Mary? Rihanna's Mary?
No, Mary needs to speak to you, I think. Hang on, I'll be with you. Can you hear me, Mary?
Yes.
Is there anybody with a history book or something to do with London? I'm the Tower of London.
Tower of London, Mary. Is there any connection to that in your family over the years?
I don't think so. I've never heard that.
I think you need to look that up because I have someone coming from way that is connecting with your energy field. But also, it's for me too, but you keep coming at me, and it's like it's for both of you. It should be good for both of you.
Yes. I was going to say
me and Mary or Rihanna and Mary.
Both of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lizzie, you're a bit right there, because what we did find out, I visualised and straight to spirit, George, if you like, removed himself from the elite, from wealthy family. We don't know which one or what his connection was, but he didn't like the hunting. He didn't like the way they were treating the earth. He moved away,
I
and
remember, yeah. We
the
went.
visions we had of him, you know, was like plus fours. You know, the long socks they used to wear.
That's how I see you. Yeah, I've
And
got that.
a tweed jacket. So that's all I know. But there was some connection to.
The royal.
It could have been royalty, or it could have been the elite. But he just walked away from it. He didn't want to
No,
know.
darling, this is royalty because I've got the London Tower, right? This is why you don't need to know who he is, because it's a deep story, if you will. But he's acknowledging that you know him in a way. So, but he was a gentleman, if you will, and a beautiful soul and a beautiful spirit. And talking about him at the bedside, I almost saw him as an angel.
Yeah,
So
he was
it's like,
stroking Mary's head,
yeah.
saying that
So
safe.
George, and look at the George. It's royal, going back the ages. So George is coming through for you and blessing you, and he's also following you too. So it's like, thank you for recognising the name and what you've been told. It doesn't matter who I am, he said, but I'm from the royal bloodline.
Yes. And that's true, isn't it, Linz? I'll bring Linz in here because she was
Oh yeah,
present.
I tried to do a
We were having
family
a
tree for
conversation.
Rihanna, and we got nowhere, did we? We went back quite a way, and then we put all these pieces together that different psychic people had told Rihanna, and did we actually find him in the records?
Oh, was it John Amanda yeah, it was John Amanda. Didn't he say that there's a royalty connection as well, Linz? I think
Yeah,
he
there
did.
was 2 or 3 people
Two
that
or three
said
people
that,
said there's a real
and you'd
connection.
always said it, hadn't you? You've always said it.
I'll
But you
put it
said
like this,
whenever
I've
you
always
get
felt
so far back,
there's something in the closet and
nobody
there's
wants
reasons
to
why I'm
know,
not
you
telling
know.
things.
Nothing
The reason
comes
why they
out
do it on it.
about it, and Rihanna can't get any further. I got back
Don't
to
need,
about
don't need,
1800.
yeah. He's definitely from like, he's the most pure spirit around you, Rihanna. I think he's guiding your daughter.
Yes, it's lovely.
Lizzie, I just realized something. Sorry to interrupt. But yeah, you were right. Let's see, I just realized that we're direct descendants of Mary, Queen of Scots.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's the direct descendant? Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There you go. There's my energy on the me. I knew it was both of you because we're pulling both of you toward me. This message right to the both of you about the royal.
For me as well.
It was for these two, for Mary and Rihanna.
Oh, right, okay.
The spirit world lens was pulling their pictures toward like this, so it was like coming at me from the and they were saying both of them, but when Mary said no, the spirit world said, oh yes, and I'm thinking, okay, she'll sort that one out.
She did.
As she did.
Yeah.
I just, we're sitting in royalty here. But anyway, beautiful message from George to the both of you, and to Mary too, that there is, from that era, there are people in the world around you too, Mary, and why you are travelling and speaking, you will. And you have a great time of it. So forward to that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Canada is big on your agenda.
Yes, I that's where I'm feeling. That's where I'm feel drawn to go.
Yeah, you're going. They're taking. You have no options.
But I want to go to Sedona first.
Just coming in. See, this thing doesn't stop. I've got some messages coming up here from Skype from other people. Hi, Lizzie, are you there? Can we talk? And then, Rihanna, this is for your daughter. It's like there's a big opportunity coming. There's a window of opportunity, and it's I wish I could turn those off. They distract me. There's a lot of joy, and also, yes, I'm seeing you as a grandma.
Yeah, that has been mentioned. In as much that my daughter will probably have a child, but it won't be with the partner she's with. So I'm like, okay, I'll just cast it up but that is a possibility, I suppose. But as yet, nothing's been mentioned about it.
There's a little boy sitting here waiting to come in.
She's changing her doctors because she's moved to Bridgewater, and she was talking to her dad last night or the night before, saying that she on the phoned him up, said, help me fill in this form. I'm putting you down as next of kin, and they're asking me all these really questions. And he said, well, all you need is the basic. They don't need to know any more information. Because you know how sometimes they ask for about every man and his dog. And my husband had to reassure her she didn't need to put it all down. So
there's definitely a child coming to her. So, you're going to be a grandma very soon. In a couple of years, I think. It's what they're giving me. But I feel like a little boy's energy around it.
Wow.
And I feel like it's your husband's mum. Tell me that she's passed over.
Sorry?
Has your husband's mum passed over?
No, she's still here, but she's quite poorly. She's
okay. There's a lady connected to your husband who speaks this about your about having a baby coming. So you're going to be a grandma and a grandpa.
How lovely. Is that lovely?
What's the time?
Lizzie. Becky will be shocked as well as we will be. I just guess it's going to be like
all things possible, right?
Yes.
All things. Mary, does your husband have a blood problem? Does he have diabetes? Yeah.
No, actually, Bill's really healthy.
Okay. Is there someone around you with diabetes?
My brother has diabetes and he's not taking care of himself.
He needs to do that. I'm having a message to tell you to tell him.
He won't listen to us, but I'll give him the word again. Thank you.
Yeah, just come by someone else for time and keep listening, because when Spirit keep giving you the messages, that's really serious because they need to help you. So they want to help him, but he's first to help himself.
Exactly. I totally agree. I'm concerned because he just blocks everybody and he's not doing his thing.
Right. Well, he needs to, darling. You bring him on the phone.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to have to run in a minute because my own race are coming up. But Linz, there is a beautiful light around you, and I think it's like Cathie's energy coming through for you. And she's telling me to tell you she loves that smile that you've got on your face and the love in your heart for the Spirit, and that you're growing in the way now. It's like you're opening up. It's like being sort of, how can I put it? They're stretching you. Yeah, they're big up a notch, you know what I mean? So the angels and all the spirit guides that you work with are moving you up a notch. It's like your nose is going up a little. So they're going to sort of talk to you a little clearer.
Yeah, they do.
They're going to get better.
I've picking up on that now.
Absolutely,
more lately. You know.
They're coming.
So.
Sure.
Simon too. Simon, spirit world. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, spirit world. Moving you a notch too. Because if sometimes you get a little bit down on this stuff. Are you with me? And it's like,
Yeah.
why am I doing your talk? Does that make sense?
Yes. Most definitely.
Please don't give up. It's just that the communication, the blending of the two worlds is not connecting right. Does that make sense? It takes time, darling. It really does take time. And if you're dedicated, we'll be there for you. It's just that sometimes you think, you know what, I don't know whether this is for me, but I'm not getting it, right? We've all been there, darling. Yeah, we've all been there. It's like, it's just dedication and love for spirit and faith, and you'll be fantastic.
Thank you.
Don't give up, Simon. It's fantastic. Right? And with that said, guys, I have to run because I've got to get ready for my next show.
See you later, Lizzie.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you, sweetie. Hey, Simon. Love you all, and I'll talk to you again in a few weeks or days or whatever.
Thank you.
Okay, bye, Lizzie. Thanks for coming
Bye.
along. That's good.
It's nice to have met you, Mary.
Nice to meet you too, Lizzie. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Colin, bye, Linz. Have a great day on you, Rihanna.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
I have to get off this thing
Well,
now. Now I want to get off of it. There you go.
Bye, Lizzie. God bless you. She's
Yeah.
gone. Right, it's time for us to leave now. Pardon?
Lovely to have Mary on board with us. I'm glad you got
Yes,
through
it
and
is.
everything worked out.
Mary's doing really well on this.
Thank you. I kind of blew my socks off too.
No, only with doing it all. With doing the camera and the sound and reading the chat room, you're doing really well, Mary.
Thank you. It was good practice. Thank you. But can I say something to Simon? Simon.
Yes, you can.
Okay, there's somebody behind you. It's not a woman, it's a man. It's interesting because you study Egyptian history, but I think this is a Roman. Let's see, he has on a red cape and he has white silver hair and he's wearing a crown of olive.
Laurel?
Yeah, like an olive. Have you ever seen him before?
Haven't seen him. This is making sense if that does sound weird.
No, then I'm okay, because I was thinking I was weird. But he's just behind you, and he's just kind of like, he's got his hands like this, and he's just taking it all in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what that means, but I guess that's more information for you.
Thank you very much, yes.
Oh, but you know something? Wait a minute. Okay, so he might be a dignitary from Atlantis, not a Roman.
That's
okay. Okay, I'm getting a smile now. No wonder he was going like this. He's not a Roman, he's an Atlantean. Okay, so that's... okay, that makes more sense.
Most
okay.
Definitely.
Okay, thanks. You're welcome.
Mary?
Yes.
Can I come to you? Because I just feel drawn. Because while Lizzie was talking and everybody else was talking, I excused myself a bit afterwards and left them on the floor for a bit. And I had my Gabriel deck in my hand for some unknown reason. I was guided to pick Archangel Gabriel's deck, this one. and about 4 fell on the floor. And of course, we were talking about my Mary, and then we were talking about you, and I kept getting Mary, Mary, Mary. So please, I'm just going to come in, and it's going to be very quick, because what Spirit and Gabriel are telling me, Gabriel is surrounding you quite a lot at the moment in assisting you, because I know you're very, very good at taking a step back and allowing them, you know, it's like get yourself out of the way. But while you're organising all these things, it's like when we get stuff from Spirit, sometimes it comes in and it's trust ourselves and pass the trust up and allow one little thing to drip in at a time, right?
Right.
And I know that this is what's been going on with you. I'm so excited for you, like you are, about what's taking place. But you can breathe, because all you're doing is coming into fruition. Marvellously so.
Thank you.
Okay. Open your heart to that love that has been given to you. All the love that you give other people with your energy, your connection to Spirit, your connection to the angelic realms and divine. Bless. They want you to just know that. Take time, sit back, go right to the centre of the self, and open. I'll have your heart centre, I say, which is just above your solar plexus, because your heart is emotional and that needs protection. This is for you to receive the empowerment that you give to others. So
thank you.
So you do. You know, it's like when you sit, you do think, oh, I'll just sit quiet and I'll do a meditation. You don't need to go through the process. All you need is to block everything out, because what happens is even your higher self is connected all the time, and a name will come up, and you'll be thinking about all the people that you do readings for, and it'll be churning. They want you to just close that down and receive divine energy into you, so that you receive because you deserve it. And then you'll find that these things will slowly step into place. I see here also your authenticity grows with this. This is who you are, and this is what we're here on the earth plane to do. Yes, I see media, and thanks for coming here. There's going to be an awful lot of work in media. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Wow.
As well as visual. I think that you may have somebody come along that assists you with the networking work you do. So, in other words, because when you start to travel, you'll have to book various places. If you were to do a festival or something like that, if it's one of these big ones, like Mind Body Spirit Festival, something like that, it has to be booked about a year in advance. Because normally what they do here is, the big ones that I only do about 4 years now, is that the people that have been there that year are given first option, and they have a switch off date. If they haven't done the booking form and sent their deposit by a certain date, it's open to the public. So it's a timing and nipping in quick for those sort of things. But I do feel you're possibly, that the media, the communication that I'm getting, with you focus on being your authentic self, I feel sure that prosperity is coming. But I feel that somebody will come along, right, that you trust, that is exceptionally good at this sort of thing. And I don't think it's about bucks that cross. I think somebody will just willingly want to do that. And then eventually, obviously, if your career takes off, because obviously you'll have your family with you, you know, there's a lot to consider.
Right, right.
So I'm pretty sure that this person will come along with their expertise, because while you're doing your work, right, you can't be doing all your networking, all your bookings and things like that. And I wish. But I just feel that this is, Gabriel was so strong in his saying, receive, because it's all going to happen for you.
Oh, thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. How cool is that?
Very cool.
Very cool, isn't it? Well,
Very cool.
everybody, I'd like to say thank you very much, everybody that's joined us here today, and to everybody that's in the chat room. If you've enjoyed the show, please come again. And if you're listening in the archives, please come and have a reading or just join in the discussion. We have a show every 3 weeks, and I'd like to thank Mary and Lizzie and Cynthia and Simon and Rihanna for being here today and making the show really interesting. I'm your host, Lynn Harrison. Have a lovely week, and I will say God bless you, and I'll pass you over to Rihanna to say goodbye.
Oh, wonderful. Do you know, Linz, while you're busy with the children, to see all these beautiful people arrive and get set up for when you came on board. And do you know what a blessing, Cathie, thank you, that the children were able to bring us. We all, before this recording started, people, I'm going to tell you, there was a group of us gathering and we got all our electronics right. And it was definitely Cathie's Cafe, because we had Lindsay's grandchildren sharing, and why, gosh, did they share us with some messages. They are both spiritually connected, and it was in their childlike way. It was absolutely wonderful. I'm thrilled to bits to know that little Hannah is certainly the mermaid, and she'll be very active like my Rebecca. And Jeff, Jeff, connections to Egypt and Greek mythology and what, coming up to 8 years old in a couple of months' time. Oh, they are knowledgeable, and it was so wonderful to have them share with us. So you never know who's going to drop into Cathie's Cafe.
No, you don't.
Yes. It's
thank you, Mary, and thank you, Simon.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
To the Divine Mother Mary and Divine Mother Mary and Cathie as well, and all angels that have helped us. I need a drink, excuse me.
Thank you very much.
Cold tea.
Blessings and love.
Blessings and love. Thank you.
Love and
love, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.